My name is Andy Caracciolo, and I'm one of 3 producers for the documentary film as well as the app for the group. One of the characters that I connected with the most, I think, is actually Biron, that spent a lot of time with us, and not only because he spent so much time with us, but also because just being our age. I think he was 20 years old, and he's a similar age and in a similar situation. But I connected with him because of some of the differences between myself and him. He's living in this world, this environment where he isn't going to school anymore. He dropped out of school to work full time to support a daughter that he has. So, and not that that's something that I'm experiencing, but like he's a kid that is my age, and it's something that we have that age similarity and that thing in common, but that we live completely different lives. And I think that's something that, even though there were so many differences, it kind of connected us because he was, going through this situation where he has to support a family, support, a daughter, and and it's just crazy to think that that's, how some people that are my own age are living and doing that thing. But, he's a very strong person as well because he's able to do that. So a really interesting thing that happened to me when I was there, and it was a great way for me to connect again with Biron and Kevin. They were playing music out of their cell phones, and a lot of the music that they were playing was American music in English. And me and a couple of people on the group, we couldn't, speak the language, so it was hard for us to, have a conversation with them. But music was such a great way to connect because it's so universal, and even if you don't understand what's being said, you can still kind of, feel something from the music. It can make you feel good, or you can sing along. And they started playing an Eminem song that is one of my favorite songs, Lose Yourself. When they started playing that, I immediately thought to myself, well, this would be at least a good way that I understand this and I can kind of interact with this. So what I did was I started singing along to it and kind of did a little rap concert for them.
To drop bombs, but he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking out, everybody's joking now. The clock's run out, time's up, over, blow. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit. He's so mad, but he won't give up. That is, he won't have it. He knows his own facts. He's so sad, but he's broke. He's so sad.
But it wasn't even about the song or the music or whatever. It was more about just, that was my way of connecting with them on a more personal level, because at that point in our trip we had just met them and we didn't really know them that well, and they didn't know us very well. And I thought, at least for me personally, it was such a good way for me to introduce myself and show them that we can have fun, and we can be friendly with each other. And I think it was just and I think music was just a really good piece, or a connecting piece, that kind of brought us closer together and made something that we both enjoyed into something that we had in common. And it was a really great experience for me as well.
Come on, never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss the chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
Social justice to me is about making sure that there is equality and, I think, fairness. I think that those kind of key words are synonymous with that. I think social justice is something that is very important, not only here at home but across the world, because making sure that people are treated fairly, and there is equality in different class structures, because even if there's one side of it that might be the rich or the poor, and there's poverty, and there's the differences in classes, but there should be social justice, I think, kind of unites us all, because at the end of the day we're all human, we're all people that are living our lives, and I think that there's a certain amount of fairness and equality that social justice should be able to provide.